Oh, Jeff! What's up? Jesus Christ, your leg! What's good?
That happened on Thursday on the bike.
Yikes. Alright, what's poppin'? Brand new whip just hopped in. Jack Harlow, shout out to him. Today is Friday, 7/10. It's one day past my normal run day. Normally I go on Thursdays, but my recovery wasn't great. It also isn't great today, but whatever. Just gotta suck it up sometimes. I'm just gonna send it. Today's the bike / run, so I have kind of mapped out a bike for myself around 11-12 miles. Just gonna send that. I'm gonna go a little different route because I'm getting kind of tired of the San Gabriel. So I'm actually gonna head down PCH, then I'm gonna go to 7th Street, then down Examino, and then link up with 2nd Street, and then go down 2nd Street, and then come up, and then come back on the San Gabriel. Big brain play because I won't catch the headwind, but I'll get the tailwind going back on San Gabriel. So I'll just cut that part out and just mix it up so it's not getting too stale with the ride. And then I'm gonna get back, throw the bike in the back, and then just hit a little run. When I get in the triathlon, it's a 10K, so that's 6.2 miles. So honestly, I think this is the first run I've actually done the whole training. I've kind of skipped out on the run part, so this is good. I need to get used to running after biking for a little while, and we'll just see how that goes. Shouldn't be too big of an issue. I'll shoot for probably maybe a mile and a half. Nothing too wild. See how that goes. Try and get some clips of some new spots that I ride around with. This video should have started with a clip with my friend Jeff. We just did a light little ride around on Wednesday, around Hartwell. Nothing too crazy, just cruising a few miles. It was more like an active recovery kind of day, and I worked out on Wednesday too. I don't think I worked out at all yesterday. I just took a walk, just to kind of reach my strength for the day. Nothing too intense. That's it. This clip is going too long. I'm talking too much. I gotta get going. So, peace out. Talk to you in a second. Hopefully it's not too shaky, but getting into my run. My hair looks like a mess from the wind, but who cares? We're just sending it. I guess to shoot for a mile or so, and I'll catch back up with you when I'm done. Alright, just got done with the run. Hair looks like dog shit, but that's alright. Of course, the plane's flying over as soon as I start to talk. That's alright. Just got done with the run. I did about a mile and a quarter. I was at a 9:30 pace for a mile, so that's not great. But that was my first run after cycling. I cycled for about an hour, a little over an hour. I need to go back and check how far I cycled, but that was the first time. I cycled and then jumped off and just ran, and thankfully it wasn't too painful. I thought maybe my hips, my low back would lock up, not feel great, because at the end of a long bike ride, an hour plus on the bike, my low back it starts to really feel it, and when you're running, you have a lot of compression on your low back, or not a lot, but consistent, repetitive stress on the low back. So with an hour ride and a mile and a quarter run, that isn't an issue. We'll see if that becomes an issue with higher volume, but I'll work my way up to that and kind of see where it starts becoming a problem. If it ever does, hopefully it doesn't. But pretty happy with how training went today. Went way over my strain limit, so definitely going to be taking tomorrow off. Maybe just some stretching, myofascial release, mobility, that kind of stuff. Probably not going to be lifting anyways. Saturday's a normal rest day though, so that shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, went good. Hopefully you saw a montage of a few different places. I went a little bit different route. I got boogers and stuff. Hopefully that wasn't too noticeable. Sheesh. Yeah, went to a few different places. I didn't quite go the same route that I said, the 7th, to Xemino, to 2nd, because they didn't have a bike path on 7th Street, and it was kind of a busy street, and I don't want to get hit by a car. So, yeah, there you go. Alright, but anyways, that's it for today. I will see you guys on Sunday, and I'm thinking about, instead of going down to Huntington, going north up PCH to a beach up in the LA kind of area. Yeah, just root out a path, do something fresh, something new, and we'll see how that goes. Alright, peace. Alright, yo, what's up guys? Today is Sunday, 7/12. Big ride today. Like I said, I don't know when I said it, but I'm not going to go to Huntington today. I have a tendency with my workout routines to just get into this, doing the same shit over and over and over again, to the point where I absolutely just hate it, can't stand it, and I don't want to do that, because I want to keep it fresh, I want to keep it enjoyable. Even though I'm working hard, training hard, I still want it to be fun. So today I'm going to go to downtown Long Beach. I'm going to go west side of Long Beach, downtown. I picked out a couple of acai bowl places to check out. Can't remember the name of either of them. But plan is to take Bellflower down to PCH, PCH to 2nd, and then 2nd through Belmont, and then get to Ocean Boulevard, and hopefully there'll be some kind of bike trail. I feel like there will be, because there's a bike trail close to Ocean Boulevard, right along the beach, so hopefully they'll have that. It's about 6.2 miles, I think, but that was a straight shot. I'm not going to take a straight shot, so I'm not 100% sure on how far the distance is, but we'll see once we get down there. Shooting for around 30 miles, so we'll kind of see where we're at once we get down there, and across the street now. Yeah, we'll see where we're at, and then I can always add on mileage here and there if I need to get closer to 30. I can come back up through Belmont, go down the peninsula, or even go back to Seal Beach. Whatever. I don't care how it goes. But anyways, alright, peace out guys. Alright, hey, what's up guys? Doing a little post-commentary work on the vid today. I just had my 2 training days because I fit Tuesday into the last video, but I'm trying to keep it consistent with putting these episodes out, finishing up the editing and whatnot on Sundays and getting it out ideally by Monday. So yeah, that's what's going on there. Yeah, yeah, so my ride today on Sunday, it was all right. I'll get into more of the nitty gritty with the heart rate and all the details. But when I was doing it, I decided to go to downtown Long Beach. I didn't even think about it because when I go down to Huntington, I don't really need to bring a mask because no one down there cares. And then I don't really bring a bike lock either because I go to one of two different places, and it's like an outdoor kind of place where I can see my bike and I'm chilling. But I had to go, yeah. So it didn't work out. It was bad planning. I messed up. So I ended up heading back home. And yeah, I didn't eat anything the whole time. I ran out of all my packs. I got to go pick up some more packs. And I think I'm finally gonna actually make my purchase on my bike real soon because I'm gonna go in to buy some packs, and I'm gonna talk to him about buying a bike tomorrow. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But anyways, yeah, with the stuff that's on your screen right now, this is my my ride from Friday. As you can see, Friday, July 10th. That was my bike / run day. So I kept it lighter on that day. You can see I was in the 70-80% zone for 41 minutes. So you can see I'm kind of peaking over 160 a few times, like 3 throughout the whole ride, so nothing crazy there. And yeah, really all I was doing is shooting for around an hour. You see I was a little over an hour. I was shooting for around an hour, and then the main focus was to just get my body a little tired, a little worn out, get my heart rate up for a while, and just be on the bike for a little bit, and then see how I felt once I hopped off and I got running. And I felt perfectly fine, like I said in the clip. It was no big deal, you know. Burned 776 calories, max was 169, average was 142. That's all pretty standard. Wasn't trying to go super hard on the cycle, like I said. Here's the map of the path that I took. I wish I understood how the GPS worked on this, but as you can see, that line, it doesn't start right at my house. The blue is where I started, and it does this weird like straight line. It doesn't follow the street exactly. So I'm not sure if this distance is 100% accurate, but it's close enough. 13 miles at 11:34. So, you know, not a very good pace, but it was mainly because I was going through a lot of street lights. It's not like my ride down to Huntington where I pretty much have good stretches of space where I'm not running into any lights at all. There's a lot of lights going down Bellflower, PCH, all along 2nd Street. There's a ton of lights, a lot of cars, so it slows you down significantly. There's a lot more to think about while you're riding, and this, like, just putting your head down and just cranking it, you know. So there's that for that map. So the main focus of this training day though was to get into the run. So as you can see, it was only 11 minutes. I didn't run for that long. I was going at a pretty good clip, 8 minutes for 89 seconds, or at the 80 to 90% of my heart rate max. But as you can see, I kind of, you know, my heart rate obviously came down because it took a second to get off my bike, put it back in my backyard, and then get back on to the sidewalk and start running. But you can see I got my heart rate up into like that 170 zone, and then just maintained it for the whole way, pretty consistently. So that's nice. That's gonna be a good objective for me to shoot for, because at a 170, what would that be? 170 of my 170 heart rate would be like 85%, yeah, which is ideal because I was researching. Now my research was for a marathon, so, and I'm doing a triathlon, which is obviously a little bit different. But for marathons running, usually they keep their average heart rate is around 80 to 85%. So that's perfect. I got it up and I was maintaining that heart rate for the whole time. So the objective there is just to steadily increase my mileage. We'll switch over, and you can see kind of the map. The distance was 1 and like almost a quarter. Pace was 9:41. It was a little quicker than that because I stopped and like hung out for a second once I got back, and then I stopped it. So it was more like probably like a 9:30, which is still not great. You see the duration, 11:25. So this is good. What I really want to be able to do is to just kill it in the run. I don't want to completely burn myself out so much on the cycle where I just can't do anything on the run, and I can't keep that like 85% of heart rate max like I was talking about, and just completely die at the end. I want to be able to finish strong. So the objective is to just for my run days is to steadily increase that mileage, maybe about a half a mile to a mile each week, and just see how it goes. Like I talked about in the clip, is the main thing of this first one was just make sure that my hips didn't hurt, my low back didn't hurt, because that's the main thing when I'm cycling for a long time, is especially my low back starts to kind of bother me. That's it for that. We'll move on to the next one. This is the cycle for today, which was pretty crazy. As you can see, it was almost 2 hours long, and normally when I ride down to Huntington, I take a break and I chill out for a second, eat a bonsai bowl or whatever. This time, because I didn't plan it out very good where I was going to, and I didn't have bike leg and all that, I just did a straight shot. Which really crazy is I burned 1,300 calories. That's pretty wild. And you can see that big dip in the middle there. That was when I got to the end of the peninsula, and I believe that that's when that would make the most sense, is when it's starting to kind of steadily go down. I stopped at the end of the peninsula, and I put on some sunscreen, so that's that. But yeah, I spent 57 minutes in the 70-80 zone. Yeah, I wasn't able to put as high intensity as I normally do on my long rides because I was going straight. Normally I'm in like that 80 to 90% for a good amount of time. I was in the first part. You can see there's quite a few spikes where I'm up in that 80 to 90 for a good amount of time, but most of it's in the 70 to 80, which is to be expected, because I did it. It was just a straight 2 hours, and with like pretty much, there's a little bit of a break you can see, but not much, So I'm probably not going to do that that down to downtown Long Beach thing again. I need to work out a better way to do that. I need a better path and a better place to go to get food. I think I might just stick with the Huntington ride because I have that kind of locked down for now. Yeah, I need to figure that out. Alright, and then here's the map. Again, it does the same thing as the other bike ride earlier. As you see, I'm going down Bellflower and then has a straight shot all the way across to Ocean Boulevard, which is weird because I took Bellflower to PCH to 2nd and then to Ocean Boulevard. So again, I don't know if this distance is correct. I think it's higher. I think it's more like low 20s. So I think it goes straight from that blue line, and obviously that's not the path I took. It was a little bit less indirect. A little bit less direct, rather. Less direct. So I say it's in the low 20s. I was shooting for the like high 30s, or low 30s rather, but like I explained earlier, it just wasn't working out, and my speed was pretty low, 10 miles per hour. Again, there was a lot of lights and a lot of just standing around trying to figure out what I wanted to do, because I got to downtown Long Beach, and then I was like, crap. So I was standing around, but I didn't want to stop my thing, so that speed is not very accurate to my overall ride. But yeah, 2 hour ride, that's definitely the longest I've done straight. So at least that's nice, but it's not really what I'm shooting for. I'd rather do that, like the little under an hour down to Huntington, eat, and then ride back a little bit under an hour, so I can keep my heart rate higher throughout the whole time. But yeah, that at least for right now. Maybe when I get into like next month,
I'll shoot for workouts more like this, but this was not necessarily the objective, but it was still a good workout nonetheless. So that's it for this week. Going into next week, I think it's the last week of this month or block. This block of training. Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, this is episode 4. So it's like week 3. So yeah, next week will be the last week of this kind of routine that I'm doing, and then I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. Not much. Just gonna work on a little bit more on aerobic capacity, and really focus on my my swimming and my running in that. I'm gonna have to tone down the cycling a little bit, unfortunately. That's not terrible. Alright, so I'll get more into that as we get closer, but thought I'd just break all this down for you. Thanks for watching, appreciate it guys, and peace out.